Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. We know without a doubt the first modification many 2015 and up Mustang owners make is a new exhaust system. We've done a ton of videos on the 2015 and up GT exhaust and a lot on the EcoBoost as well, but very few for the V6 Mustang, so there really just aren't a lot of options out there for the V6. We know V6 owners do want to make their car sound better as well, so today we're going to install a Roush axle back on this 2015 Mustang V6. This exhaust might look familiar to a lot of our regular viewers, as this is the exact same system that fits the EcoBoost Mustang, so we have installed it before, but obviously it's going to sound a lot different on the V6. Like all Roush exhausts, this is made of high quality stainless steel, is mandrel bent, and features their 4-inch rolled tips with the Roush logo on the end. Because it is an axle back, it will require cutting, but it's 2 simple cuts, and then it's a direct replacement. For this installation, you'll need a lift or a jack and jack stands, 3/8 ratchet, 15mm socket, marker, file, sawzall, and safety glasses. Before we get started with the installation, let's give you some sound clips of the factory V6 exhaust. Like I mentioned in the beginning, it's an axle back, so it will require cutting. In the case of the Roush, where you're going to cut, it's basically right here what's called the tangent of the curve, where the pipe is straight, right where the curve begins to the muffler. The last section of flat is where we're going to want to cut. Once you cut the muffler, it's going to drop and the tip's going to go upwards. So to protect the bumper, take an old shop rag or whatever, put it over the tip and wedge it between the tip and the bumper. That way it doesn't damage your bumper. And once it's cut, just slide it off the rear hanger. We're going to quickly grab a file, just get some of the burrs off the edge here from the cutting. You want to grab the smaller provided clamp. We're going to put that over our new Roush muffler. And put it up into the factory hanger. And line it up where we just cut and slide it over. We'll tighten down the clamp. And move on to the tip. Now grab the Roush exhaust tip with a larger clamp, slide it over the edge, and put the tip up into place. Get it where we want it and tighten it down. Then repeat the process on the other side. Now the part I know you're all waiting for, let's see how it sounds. Immediately at idle, you can hear it's a much deeper tone than the factory exhaust. When you get on it, a much more aggressive tone. I mean, the V6 isn't a bad performance car out of the box. Now it's got an aggressive sound to go with it. The first question I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask is, does it sound like a V8? It's like, it doesn't. It sounds good for what it is, but at the end of the day, it is still a V6. It's going to have a V6 kind of tone to it. You're just not going to get quite that depth out of it you would out of a V8. That being said, it does have a nice deep tone at idle, especially at low RPMs. Like I said, when you get on it, then it does have a nice aggressive sound as well. the axle back is very consistent with what we're getting used to from Roush, where cruising speeds, and right now I'm doing 50 miles an hour, you don't even know it's back there. You can cruise all day, your car's nice and quiet. You get on it though, and then all of a sudden you do hear it. Roush seems to be great at finding that nice sweet spot where when you're on the throttle, the car has that nice aggressive tone to it. At idle, it has a nice deep tone to it, but when you're on it, you know, it doesn't sound supposed to, hit the highway, and it goes away. No drone, no noises, nothing. Here we are again on the highway, get up to speed, merging. 65 miles an hour. As soon as it goes into high gear, I mean, you can barely hear that it's even back there. There's no drone to it. We're right at 2,000 RPM, which would be the worst case. Like I said, you can barely even hear the exhaust. And this is with an automatic, which does tend to drone a little bit more than the stick shift cars do. And again, no problems. As we come to expect with Roush products, our exhaust fits great, it looks great, and best of all, it adds a nice aggressive sound to our V6 Mustang. The installation besides the cutting is pretty simple. It'll only take you around an hour and be back on the road in no time.